Hey guys, and welcome to Simply Hike. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Vango Kalix 500 tent. This has a pack size of 71 centimeters by 32 centimeters by 29 centimeters. It has dimensions of 475 centimeters by 320 centimeters with a max headroom of 195 centimeters, and it only weighs 19.2 kilograms. Let's take a closer look now, shall we? So obviously, first thing I'm going to talk about is a nice canopy on the front here. Nice and spacious. That's inbuilt within the tent itself, so that's a nice additional feature. So you know you can get a nice sun trap in there. It's going to be a nice little feature just to extend the living space that you're in, and so you don't need to tag that up, you don't need to hook that up to anything. It's all built in within the tent. The tent itself has a 5,000 hydrostatic head, so in UK and Europe summers, spring even early autumn, you should be absolutely fine as long as the tent's nice and taut. Shouldn't have any issues. What you will notice, you do have two entrances. You've got a nice front entrance and you do have this side entrance. Obviously this side entrance as well is mesh proof, which is a nice little feature. So what you'll notice is in the morning and in the evenings you obviously want to have the ventilation all the way through, but you don't want to get the bugs in here. Zip that up and away you go. You get a nice cool breeze and you know, no nasty bugs. The greatest thing also about the breathability is the fact that because this is a sewn in ground sheet as well, you need breathability is optimum. You want to reduce the risk of condensation. So in the back here you have another vent port, and that works within the sleeping area, but that is obviously covered over by these guide rope sections here. Now you want to make sure that the guide ropes are nice and taut as well, because this is a tunnel tent. You want it to be safe and secure as possible. But as you can see as we go around here, the head height is all pretty much all the same all the way through. So you've got great headroom in the actual living space as well as in the sleeping area as well. Before I go in, I'm just going to talk about the windows themselves. They are diamond clear windows. So any folds or anything like that, over time, or especially in storage, some plastics do have a tendency to go a bit yellow or a bit white in the folds themselves. That won't happen with here. You're going to get nice crystal clear vision and nice views as well through the windows. And also it lets a lot of natural light in. And that works perfectly with this sun canopy. So if I just tuck under here, the canopy itself, hello, is nice and spacious. As I say, just me standing in here, I'm around about 5'7", 5'8", and I've got tons of headroom in here. And the same for the actual headroom in here. What you might find with quite a lot of other tents, when you go into a canopy section, you kind of have to duck down. You don't have to do that whatsoever with this tent, which is a great feature to have. Right, so the sleeping area itself is nice and spacious. You kind of got your two standard dorms or domes, and they are separated with, a separator, funnily enough. Now that you can actually untoggle as well, so if you just want it as one big open sleeping area, you can do so with ease. On the back as well, if I just quickly step in, what you'll notice is that you do have a mesh paneling on the top. This works with obviously with the vent paneling on the outside of the tent, enabling cool air all the way through the sleeping area of the tent. The doors themselves, obviously you've got two zip ups, standard pretty much. You do have a nice, should we say, mesh window, which is obviously going to help with the ventilation, but then also for your own privacy, you can zip them up as well. So the living space itself, on the subject of breathability, you need to have this mesh or this vent pocket here open at all times during the day and during the evening. This is going to help reduce condensation within the living space of the tent. Because this is a sewn in ground sheet, you need that constant flow of air at all times. But the living space itself is nice and spacious. Obviously this has got the carpet within it. That doesn't come with the tent. That's just an additional extra. But as you can see, you'll be able to get your tables, your chairs, all your storage units in here, as well as having your cooking section out on the outside as well. As I say, it's just a good all-round package. Again, what works really well, letting the light in, is this mesh door as well. So that's stopping all the bugs from coming in and out, but it's going to add nice, nice breathability. So the next thing I'm going to show you is the TBS system. Now this is a tunnel tent, so keeping it secure, you can tighten it up as much as you can on the actual outside of the tent with the guide ropes and keeping the tent nice and taut. But if it's really, really windy, unfortunately, sometimes that isn't good enough. So Vango have added a TBS system which works with the pole structure on the outside at just solidifying the unit itself. So you've got structures on here, and then you have TBS systems on the back paneling here, if I just show you there. So what these do, pulling these in, just solidify and secure the tent. So if it's really, really, really windy, this will just pull the tent into the ground and make it a lot more stable for you. But if it's a day like today, you don't necessarily need to have them done up. So it's just as simple as an unclick, kind of scrunch it all together, roll it up, and then they've got their own pocket for storage. Now that's great because you don't want to obviously have all these cables and all these anything hanging around on the floor and anything. So so they don't get tripped on, and also the buckles themselves don't get trodden on brakes. So a nice little safety feature is, yeah, as I say, makes a world of difference. Anyway, if you'd like any more information on this tent, please visit our website, simplyhike.co.uk.